Hey, this is Night Flame, and today I will be reviewing Ghost Rider issue number one. So this is definitely a new Ghost Rider, but don't worry, guys. The other Ghost Rider still exists. I read in an interview that multiple Ghost Riders can exist, so don't worry. The other one's still in the Marvel universe, and this is just basically a new Ghost Rider. So his name is Robbie Reyes. He works in this auto shop in East LA, and we don't know his like motives, but he basically repairs car, and he's repairing this muscle car. I don't know the name of the car, but it's a pretty cool looking vehicle, and he's repairing it. His boss pays him for the week, but he forgets to pay him, and I can already infer that the people here are not really like they're really shady. Probably a lot of crime happens just from that first page. So we can see that. And Robbie's like, "Oh yeah, you forgot $20." And he's like, "Oh yeah, honest mistake." And he gives him the money. So then we cut to this scene with a kid with a wheelchair, getting beat up and getting his wheelchair stolen. Uh, Robbie does come to save the day though, and he helps the kid in the wheelchair, and we find out that's his brother. So Robbie's like, "Oh, it was three guys against Robbie, and Robbie lost because it's a numbers game, right?" And even though Robbie gets up and he takes his little brother in his back to their house, and we see them like go through this crime scene, and then Robbie's little brother is like, "Oh, what's happening?" He's like, "Oh, don't worry, just typical day," and he's not trying to like make his little brother worry about it, because I bet a lot of crime happens. Later, they're eating like mac and cheese, and his brother seems so happy. And Robbie actually, it looks like he really cares a lot about his brother. So we see that being explored, which I thought was pretty cool. It makes him a really nice character, Robbie. And then we hear gunshots, but Robbie's like, "Oh, Robbie's little brother is like, oh, another more fireworks, brother. Today we have more fireworks." And Robbie's like, "Yeah, but don't go outside when you hear fireworks, okay? 'Cause it's not really fireworks, it's gunshots." But he doesn't want to tell his brother that, and he's like, and he thinks that he's like, "Oh yeah, I want my little brother out of this. We'll live in a better place," and that's what he wants for his brother. Uh, which I thought it's a really deep story, because his brother's in a wheelchair and he still cares for him, and I think it shows him how much of a human he is, and how much of a he has those superhero qualities. Uh, that's how like Robbie. It makes him a really cool new character, something refreshing, just like Khan, Miss Marvel. He's a really impressive new character, so I really enjoy Robbie. And then he takes the muscle car he was fixing. He like he uses it to get to race, just like Fast and Furious. He uses it to race, and he bets the car. If he loses the car. But if he wins 50 grand, and he really wants this for his little brother. But he ends up um, getting chased, but he thinks he's being chased by the cops because there's this helicopter chasing him. He sadly gets into this dead end. In the end, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm screwed. My little brother's gonna hate me because I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna lose him." So he's thinking all of those memories flash through his head before he stops. He gets out of the car, and he's ready to apologize when he suddenly gets like shot by so many bullets. His whole body's on the floor. Uh, People come out of the helicopter, and it wasn't police officers. There were people who were looking for something in that car, so they take out like drugs out of that car, and they burn the car and Robbie's body, which is in the ground right now because he's basically dead after all those gunshots. The flame consumes the car, but Robbie isn't dead. Robbie comes back as Ghost Rider, and that's where the issue ends. And you know what? I really enjoy this issue. I don't even know what to say. The art, it's something unique, something we have gotten for like series like Moon Knight and She-Hulk, which both of them were really good, and it makes them different from all other of their other series. So this one definitely made Ghost Rider different from the old series we had of Ghost Rider. So definitely enjoying him. Robbie is an interesting character, and you know what, guys, you should definitely pick up this issue. I'm not even lying. It's a good issue. One of my favorite number one that came out this week. So thanks for watching. Hope you like and subscribe.